YouTube, checking in on a pre-recorded video, man. As y'all can see in the title of the day, man, I wanted to talk about things they don't tell you about being a fleet owner. There's a lot of things that people don't tell you. I don't know, for other reasons or whatever the case may be. But me, from my experience, for being almost coming up on 2 years of being a fleet owner, we're doing well. But there's a lot of things I wanted to talk about because I know a lot of people are interested in doing it and want to do it. You know, they just need that extra foot or that extra knowledge or information to get to that point. So, just for an update of what I do, I am a fleet owner, but I have owner operators now, and I do have a company driver. From my experience and from what I've been seeing, I know a lot of people want to be this fleet owner to get off the truck. Okay, far as having owner operators, just with so much going on with owner operators and breakdowns, and they're capable of taking off and stuff like that. You got to have at least 5 to 7 owner operators for you to for the owner to actually step off the truck and let the company run on its own. You're gonna need about 5 to 7 owner operators. Now, and that's probably why y'all see me, you know, on the truck here and there. You know, I'll get on the truck here and there because you gotta understand, me as the owner, I am the glue to all this. You know, I have a hustle mentality, you know, so I have to keep things going, you know. So for what I've been seeing, I've been dabbling with the owner operators and the company drivers. So from what I've been seeing, for what the numbers have been looking like, you have to mix in owner operators with company drivers. So like I said earlier, you're gonna need about 5 to 7 or more owner operators. We just talking strictly owner operators for you to be completely off the truck. Now, if you dabble in with the company drivers, whether they, you know, W-2, 1099, doesn't matter. You mix the company drivers with the owner operators, now you at a position where you could probably do 5 trucks and be off the truck and let the company run on its own. So right now, I'm sitting at where I'm at. I'm at about 4 owner operators, including myself, because I still consider myself an owner operator because I still on and off the truck. I have 4 owner operators, 1 company driver. I still got 1 position to fill, which y'all seen that before I posted it, that I need another company driver, which I have with the 2018 Freightliner that needs to be driver need to be put in there. So for what I've been seeing with the numbers and stuff like that, 5 to 7 or more if you're doing strictly owner operators to get off the truck, or have the owner operators mixed with the company driver. You can sit at about 5 trucks and you can kind of step away from the truck, you know, let the company run on its own. That's for starters. Another thing is, like I said earlier in the video, I am the glue to all this. So currently I'm at my contracted freight facility or load that I've been doing. Sometimes, you know, there's things you gotta, this is when I'm talking about dedicated freight. You have to be consistent with that freight, because unless you want to stay on it. I've been on this, like I said, almost 2 years. Coming up 2 years in June. Same lane every day. And we've been locked in this for almost 2 years. So that's what I say about the owner operators. Owner operators going to have breakdowns. They're going to take off, you know. So that's where I got to come in and I got to cover the load. You know, it is what it is. You got to keep it moving. And that's why I be talking about everybody wants dedicated freight. But if you're not willing to do things when something happens, then what's the point of having dedicated freight? You know, stay on the spot market. You know, but we still have this dedicated freight. The customer needs to be, the stuff needs to be moved, whether the owner operator calls out or the owner operator has a breakdown, even if the shipper is asking for additional trucks, you know, they're starting to, you know, pump up now. You know, we're pushing 2 loads a day out of here. So I got another truck coming right now on his way for an 8 o'clock appointment, and I got the 7 o'clock appointment. So that's what I mean by you got to do things you don't want to, you know, sometimes you might have stuff planned or whatever the case may be. You got to stop what you're doing and handle your business. Like I said, I am the glue to all this. I still got a responsibility that I got to uphold, you know. So that's why I always reference sometimes, are some of y'all guys even ready to be a fleet owner? If you're not, that's cool. You know, if you want to be a company driver, be a company driver. If you want to be a lease guy, leased onto a company, be that guy. Or if you want to be an owner operator and you want to book your own freight, do that. But this fleet owner thing, it's a whole nother ball game mentally, and you got to stay consistent. I still got the same truck that I bought back in 2019. So, which, you know, at some point I was considering doing an LP, but I'm glad I didn't do it. So that's why I say I still got my truck for things like this, you know, where I got to hop in the truck and handle it. Because if I didn't have my truck, I would have had to get one of my other drivers doing. They probably somewhere else doing what they doing. So that's why I always keep my CDL up to date. I always keep my truck up to date, my trailer's up to date. So anytime I get that phone call, hey, we got an extra load that we need to push out, can you cover it? No problem. Hop in my truck and go get that. Or owner operator call me and say, hey, I gotta go get my truck fixed, or I'm gonna need to take a couple of days off. No problem. I go hop in the truck and go handle that. You know what I'm saying? That's what you gotta do, man. You gotta be consistent out here. You can't get complacent being a fleet owner. Now that's just from my experience, being a fleet owner, my experience. You gotta be consistent out here, and you can't be complacent. You know, I can't just be, you know, some of y'all guys might see me on these trips and stuff like that, but I'm still handling my business, you know. So you just can't be that guy. I know everybody want to be this fleet owner, get trucks or get trailers and step off the truck and just let everything just run on its own. It just don't work like that, man. That's be honest, you know. Y'all see you see my guys, y'all see Leak got a fleet too. He's still on the truck. With my boy Exclamation Talks, he's still on the truck. Those are just the guys that, you know what I'm saying, I talk to on a normal basis. You know, we talk almost every day. So you gotta have that hustle. You gotta have that vision, man. And I got a vision that don't need to be talked about on YouTube. You know, y'all just gonna see it happen. I got a vision where I want to be at, and I'm sticking to that vision. I got long-term goals. I got short-term goals. Once I complete a goal, I start a new goal. You know, you got to keep doing that. You know, everything's not going to go my way. You know, things happen out here, and you know, you just got to move accordingly. You see what I'm saying? I talk about credit. A lot of people don't believe in credit. They think about all they believe is cash. Credit, between credit and this lane is what that got me here today. Building credit, being consistent on this lane. A lot of things y'all don't see is shippers pay attention to what you're doing. Shippers see how consistent you are. Shippers see how on time you are. Shippers see how your equipment looks. They see all these things, you know. So don't never, you know, take that for granted. Being on time, being consistent, you know, not coming up in here with raggedy equipment. They see all these things, you know. Brokers as well, you know. There's some good brokers out here and there's some bad ones. You know, we're not gonna get into detail about that. That's for another day. But the main thing is being consistent, not being complacent, and you know, being on time, and continue to grow. You know, like I said early on about me being here at this customer for almost 2 years, I built my business off of that, along with credit. Put them both together you can, you know, do the things. You know, we got trailers, you know, we got drivers, and then you're gonna start seeing, a lot of people have seen my my trucking company, or the name on trucks from different places. You know, people see that stuff, you know what I'm saying, and they respect my business. That's why I say a lot of y'all guys need to start treating your trucking company like a real business. You know, getting those cars out there, getting your name out there, having that face, having that Facebook, having that Instagram, having that YouTube channel. Those things help, you know. So having those things in place, a lot of people are going to respect your business more. You see what I'm saying? You know, at the end of the day, like, I'm not going to keep this video too long though, but I just want to put that out there, that these are some of the things that people don't tell you about being a fleet owner. You know, and I put the information out there. I'm glad that a lot of you guys are taking this information. I'm glad that a lot of you guys are reaching out to me to see about getting a job. You know, I salute to that, man. That's much love, you know. But like I said, this is what you got to do, man. As an owner, you are still the glue to everything. You know, people are going to ask you questions. You got to think about it and make a move on it. You know, we don't have time to, you know, weeks and weeks and weeks to figure it out. That's why I said I'm still learning myself, though. Every day I'm learning something new. Another thing is, before I get off of here, you got to put your pride and ego to the side. I'm not afraid to call any YouTuber or anybody about information. I did it when I was in Mexico. I'm not afraid to ask questions. You can't be afraid to ask questions. You can't let your ego, let your pride get in front of that, because that's a situation where you don't want to go to, and you're gonna fall deep into a situation. I don't know everything. Like I said, I'm not afraid to ask questions. I take from somebody else's situation and put into my situation. It don't got to be exactly how they did it, but I can take bits and pieces of information and put it into my situation to make it work. You see what I'm saying? And that's what makes you successful. Cash flow. You got to start understanding cash flow. That's another. I'm not gonna get into cash flow right now. I think that's another video I'm gonna talk about cash flow. We're gonna talk about it in another video about that. But anyways, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get up off here. I don't want to make this video too much longer, but I think this is an important video for some of you guys looking to get into being a fleet owner and doing some of the things I do. I know a lot of you guys like to comment on my older videos. I'm getting a lot of comments about when I was leased on, which that was back in 2019. It's 2022. But some of you guys need to start watching some of my newer videos so you can understand where I'm at on my point of life and where I used to be at and how I got here. But I catch y'all in the next video, man. I appreciate it. Hit the like button, share this video, subscribe, salute to all my new subs, and I catch y'all in the next one, man.